All right. Well, let's get into it. We just switched over to Dredge from Resident Evil. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Where this wants? Properties, specific window, Dredge. Do you capture well? You do? Wow, that's awesome. Uses an autosave. Sure. You got, like, chromatic aberration going. An indie game that's in full release and isn't, like, early access? Amazing. Morning light fills your eyes. You try to sit upright, but you're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed last night. Oh, shit. A short man shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. He notices you. Welcome to the Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman is upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've got a few locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up and discuss more details later. I'll let you get out there and catch some fish. If you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Hey, Alex, thank you for the 13 months of support. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but you need to get back before sundown, before the fog rolls in. Keep an eye on time, it can really creep up on you. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, it is nice music. I have to start fishing. Hey! I got something. Oh, okay. And then we put it away. Got it. Okay. Let's go find another thing. A floating buoy serves to mark safe passage past the dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Dim light also provides a brief respite of the gloom of the night. Okay. I haven't seen really anything about this game, so I'm kind of just like, you have the equipment for this spot. Okay. I'm going to assume that that's the case in all these. Oh, no, I can get this one. Cool. Can we name the boat? Sure. What do you want to name this thing? Category still says Resident Evil. I forgot to switch that. You're right. Sorry about that. Give me a sec. Dredge. The SS Wetcock. Cum Smuggler. You guys are kind of fucked up and weird. I like it. Ooh, trophy fish. Oh, okay. Time only advances when you're moving or fishing or taking other specific actions. Oh, that's nice. I can't seem to move these things. We probably have like room for one more tiny fish. All right. Come on into shore. Park? You look lost, fisherman. Are you after somewhere to sell your catch? Greater Mirror is to the west side of the bay. Keep an eye on the white lighthouse. Wouldn't want to lose sight of it for too long. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, shelves filled with jewelry and baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. I don't believe we've met. Forgive me. My eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets that you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today? This? Okay, so there's a sell all. Got it. Cabin. Catch a fish for the day. You asked me to catch as many fish as I can and then head back to Greater Marrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that fish aren't real. Mary's waiting nearby. So you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matters of your boat. As mentioned earlier, old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. It's yours to own. Understand, you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so consider it a loan, but I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you need to sell fish at the local market to pay off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Got it. Off you go. Okay, where do I do that, though? The fishmonger? Enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. A familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzzing haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. The new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out there. This is not the life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species just are worth more, too. Other towns and other islands might pay you different, but while you still got a debt outstanding here, I suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you got. I got this guy. So, like... Oh! Okay, summer sale. Can you read this message on stream? Hi, Rev, can you read this message on stream? There you go, I did it. Well, what's this about? Mayor standing outside the fishmonger store. Excellent work. I have no doubt that you'll be able to provide for this town. Look, I found this town by the docks. I'm not sure but maybe you can make something of it. Research part. Okay. Oh, and one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned that she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Okay. That is a forehead. As long as you walk into the yard, you see a shipwright making repairs on a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here, so payment is up front. Everything, it takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from any of the rocks, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently repairing. Number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. I see. So I can sell my fishing rod. Is this the exact engine I have? 2 operational 14. That seems worse. Cracked bulb. Okay, so these are lights that I can add. And what does this do? Ah, research. I see. Okay, so I have to do these first before I can get further. Mechanically assist reel allow for catching a significantly larger. All right, sure. And then now that's for sale. Okay, so that doesn't actually give it to me. I still have to buy it. And I have nowhere near enough money. All right, let's go back out. Music's nice. Is it possible to fail this? It seems very easy. I mean, this is the starter fish, so I guess I shouldn't really be like, oh, this game's easy. You don't have the right equipment for this spot. Okay. Cabin. Oh, okay. This game isn't meant to be hard, it's just kind of fun. Seems comfy. We found a bottle. Hey, this is worth something? It's comfy. Nothing bad will happen. I'm glad you're telling me that, because that's what I was looking for. Nice, comfy game. I'll probably, like I said when I was playing Resident Evil, I think I'll probably stop once my wife comes home, so I can help her bring the stuff in. I mean, speak of the devil, give me a minute. just Herman. Yeah, I had to turn it to American because I don't know what we're talking about. Didn't I pick up like a treasure or something? I guess not. Never mind. It's definitely one of those days where like the vibes not the best. That just happens sometimes. Some days are fucked and cannot be unfucked. How far in are we? Like, a few minutes. Arrow squid. All right. I mean, I fucked it up, but I'm still good. Nice. Exposure to fog and other things increase your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Where's my panic level? Special order came in. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay above the normal price. 1 gulf flounder, 1 gray eel. I have a rod that... You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. Shipwright should be able to do that thing for you. So, shallow water, you say? I mean, I have coastal, not shallow. Okay, so this is a better version of the same thing, and it'll take 3 hours for them to install, and I have to put it in this area. Okay, cool. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps of the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visual apprehension. Why are you here? Come to fish. There's nothing for someone like you here anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles along the path that leads to the lighthouse. What's up, Mayor, my dude? Person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out to the east towards the Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there? Sure. Mayor hands you a small, damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you on delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. And don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Okay. Well, time to leave and see what's fucked up about the night. And he wants me to hurry, so I should probably just, like, go. What's the worst that could happen? In the fog. I want to know what the stakes are, so let's make some mistakes. Fish go stale very easily. A delivery? Let me see here. Tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. Can't say for sure, but it feels like he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. They'll still do nicey. I'll pay you, I suppose. Hands you some money. Was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. Surely make more use out of it. Pulls out a book from his back pocket and hands it to you. Remember, the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're out on the water. Stop by to chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Thanks. Out again we go. Fishing when you haven't slept all night seems safe. Yeah, I don't know if there's any, like, need for me to sleep. I don't seem to have a sleep gauge. It just seems like a way to pass time at night. You got a quest for me, right? Mayor walks up to you quickly. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks to your efforts, the Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've already granted consent for a shipwright to expand our facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. It's a dry dock where you can make significant improvements to your vessel there. Talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even a superior hull. We got a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal, that sort. We'll need that. How do I get that? Plenty of decent material lying around the coast, various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be shown. No need to worry if you only half of what we need. I see. More engine spaces, more net spaces, more rod spaces, new hull. Okay. And then I can check my log. Sustainable fishing. Flounder and an eel. A gray eel and a gulf flounder. All right, there's a gulf flounder. Probably don't need more of those. And what was the other one? An eel? Eels usually hang out near, like, shorelines. I don't see anything that looks like an eel. That could be an eel. These are parts. This is not an eel. It's a blue mackerel. Is that what I was? No, I'm looking for something or other eel, right? We're on the second day of our honeymoon and the first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and the inlets of the Greater Marrow. Love the rocks here. The layers and the coloring are so striking. Furthermore, the fish is relatively poor. Fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. Don't you want his hand on his rod? He ran into the boat last night. Julie did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took it more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. We wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain, Ocean's Riches. It was a good name. I think he's prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the half basket hidden, stuffed under a blanket in front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. Aw, that's cute. What is that? Hello? Upstairs neighbor fucking around. Can I get some water? I'll be right back. I am back. I think it's just my upstairs neighbor fucking around. That's fine. More flounders, I think, or something. He's just like opening and closing his like patio door. So it's just this slamming sound repetitively. Like maybe he's trying to shut his dick in the door? I don't know. Another blue mackerel. We're not really making any progress with that bitch. Let's see what this is over here. Nice that there's a, like, Tokyo Drift button. The door is locked. Okay, workshop. Go inside. Locked. Okay, I guess I'm leaving. Is the stream broken for anyone else? Don't think so. Maybe. I mean, there's a tower of pinkness coming from the distance. That seems bad. I mean, so far, this just seems like a comfy, cozy fishing game. I mean, there's definitely something fucked up and weird going on because I have a paranoia meter. You don't generally have that in a nice, cushy, comfy game. You know what I mean? Normally, you have that in a horror game. Yes. I'll keep the order on ice. Thank you. Oh, that's great. Adding horror game mechanics to my non-horror game just to fuck with people. That'd be great, honestly. Just make a game that's like basically Animal Crossing, but there's like a paranoia meter at night like this. but yeah, it does nothing. It never goes anywhere. You never have to worry about it. Gone Home? I don't know. I didn't play that game. Yeah, it's like, give a tip that says, like, fucked up shit's out there at night. So this is to make sure that you see the fish, yeah. All right, let's head on back. So far, I'm not seeing the big deal yet. Like, it seems fine so far. But I mean, like, they showed me a fucked up fish, like a giant skull. So maybe the game will actually, like, start to challenge me here in a minute. You're like, oh shit, there's fucked up fellas in the water. It has a bit of a Don't Starve vibe, where it's like, this would be nice if it weren't for the fucked up things. You know what I mean? Sustainable, 10% chance not to reduce fish stocks when... Oh, nice. I mean, I suppose if my theory is that there is no fucked up shit and that I'm just, like, being trolled by the game, then the only reasonable thing to do is to just stay out here all night and just let fucked up shit happen. In short, come at me, bro. So I want to see what that purple thing is, but I think I'm going to sell shit first. I do. I mean, it's nice that it, like, allows you to just put it away early. Thank you. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. Got another order here. This one's a little bit more curious. A couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night, and, well, you know what the nights are like around here. You got any fish for that order? Yes, somehow. I have 2 fish, 2 squid. All right, come back when you have everything. Now, regular business, eh? Cool. Perfect. Did I pay off my boat yet? I did, right? Well, I don't have time for this. I gotta go get murderized or something. The engines that she's got for sale do not noom. Oh, wait. If you have more engines, you go more fast? Oh, I thought they were just worse engines, but I can just have more engines. Oh, fuck. Well, then, yeah, I want another engine then. Let's go. I need... Okay, so how do I dredge up that stuff? Is that for this? game hasn't told you yet? Okay, well, I guess I'll leave then. All right, I'm gonna go see what that pink thing is. Let's go. Zoom! Holy shit. Almost twice as fast now. Because I was at like 15 knots, and now I'm at 25. It's great. Feels good. It's almost daytime and nothing fucked up happens. I guess I spent too much time at the, place. Let's just stay out all night fishing. This is definitely going to be a fuck around and find out. Is this a bad idea? Yeah, but I don't give a shit. Apparently this game has like a shit ton of different species of fish, and they're all like based on real fish, but they all have something a little wrong with them. Okay, well. Oh, that one was just fucked up for no reason. I missed the nice one. Oh well. All right, well, let's just go in. I'll have to head back out as soon as night falls. I'm kind of waiting for this game to do anything. I mean, the creepy fish might be leading to something. So far, this seems just like a fishing game, but different. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Now, this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of my dick, as if feeling for something. He pushes one side of it, and a small shake can be seen against the bulging. He slices my dick open. Okay, probably should stop at that. The stomach, from its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it out on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. I've seen that before. I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and then I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupt fish I've seen in these parts, but I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Perfect. Okay. Okay, bye. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly shadow. You know what you took to the fishmonger? And to be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me at Blackstone Isle. Head out of the bay and cut south. I have a business proposition for you that you want to hear. I'll be waiting. All right, well, that sounds fucked up and weird. Let's go. She pulls out a book from the toolbox and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. Okay. So if I want more engine, I have to have more engine added, and I have to have parts, but I don't have the ability to get wood, so I need to go get some Viagra. Let's go. Cabin. Read a book. Reminds me a bit of, like, what was that? Disco Elysium? You can look at the map with M. I mean, I've already been here, so I know exactly what he's talking about. Man standing in the doorway approaches, waiting for you, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand, and it's bound in crimson and silver ribbons. Came, good. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector and he holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. Its patterns are unmistakable. Even after all this time, this handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for that sank many years ago. Carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them can prove to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is, I will outfit your vessel with equipment that'll allow you to dredge the wrecks in the dark depths. Find me these lost relics, and I'll reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up on your fishing career. I merely need a few hours with your vessel to make necessary alterations. What do you say? Sure, all right. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. Cool. Relics we're looking for are a bunch of shit. I encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay. We barely got into the game, so I need to probably keep it going. But this means that we can pick up stuff now. And hey, there's like a... Hi there. Oh. Get lanternfish? Okay. Oh, I see. It fucks up your ability to hold things. I can rip ass too. What of it? Yes, I do. Here it is. Think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture. I've been considering crab pots. I got one here for you. In fact, it's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed with the shipwright. All right. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it in the sea anywhere and then come back after a day or two for it. I got a customer after fiddler crabs and common crabs. Both species can be found around here. Found this book out back, so it could be useful for you. Reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. Okay. I like that sell all fish is an easy, quick button to hit, because you're not really meant to spend that much time. What's up? What is it? Do you know anything about shipwrecks? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of the Greater Marrow where current carries the wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch in the dark water. Can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, you best just move on. Have you heard any strange happenings? I've seen plenty of strange things without the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so it shines brightly into your face. You really standing here in front of me, or is this just another one of the fog's tricks? Okay, bye. She seems normal and good. You approach a woman sitting at the dockside out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful for the most part. It's gotta be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while, maybe not come back. Going backward is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving along, moving along. It's not so bad. Gazing out to the sea, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move? I mean, really move. There's an island I heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber, 2 units of scrap is all I need to make a new place for myself out there. You're welcome to visit. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. All right. Shipwright? Your boat's looking a little banged up. I can repair that here if you want. I do, actually. Thank you. Oh, it took 2 damage. What a sack of shit. All right, well, let's go get some parts. Select the crab pot ability with E and deploy one. Oh, am I supposed to hang out? How's the briny ocean? So far so good. Well, my guy's freaking out a bit, so maybe we head in for the night. Just return to it after 1 or 2 days. Okay. This has been like a minor cult classic, or at least like it's getting a lot of buzz. So I'm just like, what is this? Oh, there's a water spout. Oh, I see. Bolt of cloth, sure. Okay. Art style is nice. Yeah, sure, sure. I need to get some wood. Like Woody. Woody got wood. Dude, I forgot about that. That's a fucking awful thing. Don't look that up. Worn gold ring. Woody got wood. I mean, I'm just gonna do some dredging for a minute. Lumber, perfect. Ooh, that's special looking. What's that about? Oh, Jesus, what? All right, well, we're kind of out of room, so let's just thread this needle real quick. Lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column in stone, shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruins? Its purpose exhausted? Lighthouse towers above. I mean, clearly not, because you crashed immediately. Lighthouses fucking rule, dude. You're right. Pig-like tusks protrude from the mouth of this ravenous brute. With no eyes to speak of, it attacks indiscriminately. We have a couple lighthouses around here. I don't know why. We just do. They're very inland. I've not seen a lighthouse in my entire life. I mean, I'd love to see one. I mean, yeah. Ooh. Oh, we do have the Don't Starve creepy eyes. What happens if I charge them? Nothing? Scam call? Kind of concerned about picking up scam calls after hearing this thing where people are using AI voices to, like, fuck with people. Like, they'll call, like, I don't know, your parents or whatever and be like, hey mom, I'm in jail, I need help, blah blah blah. And then they offer to, like, you could pay to, you know, get released, but it's just a shit ton of money. And then, like, you pay it and then it's all fake. Tentacles sprout out of the glowing core of the gelatinous stack. The other cores lay dormant alongside. Lights turned off for a minute. We'll just turn them back on. What's this shit? Old iron chain. Bronze belt buckle. Sure. So yeah, if someone randomly calls you asking for money, go and call them back and make sure that they're, like, actually real. Because apparently we have to care about that now. We got some iron, that's good. I don't think we have enough room for another. No, we do. Okay. Oh. That one is really small. I figured they'd all be the same size, but I guess not. All right, well, we're pretty much out of room to be able to do that. Is the game speaking to you? So far, it seems fine. I get why there's the hype around it. It's comfy. With a little spookle. I like comfy with a little spookle. It seems like the inner bay area is mostly safe. It's once you get out of the bay that you're going to start having problems. Grieving father. Is everything okay? Do you know anything about shipwrecks around here? Well, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. Man clearly is trying his hardest to remain composed, but the tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, notice you have some dredging equipment installed on your vehicle. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. It wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's any chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. Sure. And this is it. Oh, thank you, bless you, for returned it to me. Take this. I've not got any money, but this might be of some value to you. Yes, it is. Thank you. Anything else I can help you with? No, I'm good. Found anything special lately? I don't know, man. These trinkets, I guess? How'd you join Vinesauce? I asked Vinny if it was cool, and he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But also, like, it didn't matter at the time. Because Vinny was streaming to like 20 people. And that was considered a lot. I mean, it was also like, I did that like a decade ago, so, you know. I've known Vinny for longer than some people who watch me have been alive, which is bizarre. Actually, my demographic doesn't go that young, but suffice to say, something like that. Some fish prefer deeper waters while others stick to the shallow. If you're looking for something specific, it's important to know what depth you're working with. He used to lurk way back when I didn't want to lock into Twitch. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Once they offered us the deal, like... Oh, for net, I need 2 blankets and 1 wood. And it can give me spots to hold that stuff, which I care about, I guess. Engine space, 2 gears, and 1 wood. I think I can do that. How much money do I have? 400. Engine provides 5% more speed than listed. Cool. Speaking of, can I get another better engine? I see. So you've done this a little bit weird. I could have sworn you did Omegle trolling at one point. I did, yeah. That was the first thing I did. I was thinking about changing my logo just to have it be a little bit more me-ish, but I don't know what to make it. I've never thought to do this. What is this? Oh, put it in that way? A black cat with a gas mask and a knife. That seems like some furry shit. No offense to the furries, but you know. That's not really me. I don't want people to think that that is. A gas mask with crossed knives, like a pirate flag, kinda. Could be all right. Got any crabs? Yes. Not everyone's aesthetic. I mean, yeah, sure. But, I mean, for some people, that'll mean something. How do I do the research shit? I've already forgotten. I had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows near the Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and just struck the front of the boat. Hey, Pitmaster Stallion, thank you for the 21 months of support. I don't think I ever got what your favorite chapter was in 40K. Man, it's hard for me to say. Logar did nothing wrong. Erebus did. Erebus has fucking problems. Man, I don't know about that, dude. Like, that guy was not okay. I mean, Logar was right the whole time. Let's make sure that everyone likes us, guys. And the Emperor's like, no, it's taking too long. Just set him up with a shitty fucking place to live and bomb the fuck out of him and then leave. Like you're supposed to. Logar will remember this. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shadows at the Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Okay. A few items fell overboard in the water. We didn't see what they were, which is for concern, but we believe that all the important articles are accounted for. We've been checking over some of the notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He's paranoid that we performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be this superstitious. Am I supposed to understand what any of that means? If you're a Warhammer fan, you'd probably be mad. I mean, yeah, Erebus isn't actually Erebus's name. The real Erebus is dead. Squirreled away in a hole somewhere on Colchis. Well, I guess not anymore. Gilman did not leave those planets happy. They all fucking rebelled. Excluding Ultramar. Fuck Gilliman. Goddamn hall monitor. Warhammer fans seem very angry to begin with. I mean, yeah, some of them don't really get it. All right, later, Sook. Stones hum quietly, sending ripples through the water and air around it. Faint shapes dance upon the surface, vanishing before your eyes before you can focus on them. Place my hand on the stone. Cold stone does not respond to your touch. Probably have to come back at night. The day's going so fast. Erebus is the name of a guy. I mean, I guess it's not his name, so... Did I read the new Farsight stuff? Yeah. It's interesting. All that's left in this boat is a old husk. You pull a little closer. Oh, nice. I think we probably head back home now. What faction do I play the most? I play Death Skull Orcs and not Ultramarines, Jesus Christ. Word Bearers. CSM. Hi, Rev. What color is your foreskin? Green. I got my dick tattooed to look like Shrek. The gears research. Where do I go for research? I've completely forgotten. The gears? Next to the ZZZs. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we have 3 research parts. Well, I know where the mangroves are. I saw them off in the distance. Wait. Oh, I haven't done that one yet. I see. Okay. Hybrid design allowing for more. Okay, cool. So that'll save us some spots. Coastal and shallow. So yeah, it's these two combined, and then I can get the hydraulic rod. So I need a fuck ton of money then. Can I sell these? Okay, so that's 75 plus. We can call that 100. And this will cost 460. So I should probably go and get some more. Actually, she wants to move, right? So I just need to put that shit over there. Let's put this gear in here. Yeah, it doesn't feel like you ever have a lot of money, but it feels like it's fairly easy to get money. Like, the idea of getting $400 does not sound like an impossible task to me. Okay, so that's probably enough. Oh, and my storage, like, teleports everywhere. I wouldn't even know where to look for a fiddler crab. I bet you those glowing stones do shit at night. Why am I lugging a crab pot with me? I'm gonna try putting it down in between these two spots. Was it E? Yeah. Place your hand on the stone. Okay. And then we got the glowing rod. Some evil. Oh, the evil's on us now. Ooh. Interesting. I do believe he's right behind me. Oh, you have something for me, don't you? You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. Shape of the key, its teeth, the head. Now somehow seem changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? Collector grows agitated. Seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. Turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision. You stagger back briefly. Now we have more relics to uncover. Ability unlocked, haste. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast towards the Gale Cliffs. Make that your top priority. Mark the location on your map so you can begin your search. What'd you do? It holds power from the deep. Merely wish to extend its powers towards you. Is there a particular one you wish to know more about? Haste. It may put a great deal of stress on your engines. No, that's good. Okay, bye. I think I'm just gonna sleep here for a minute until things chill. Music is very comfy. Oh. A writhing mass of lumps, twisted and pulling this way and under the scales of their vessel. How long can it have lived like this? It's fine, don't worry about it. And we're done here. Perfect packing achievement. The DLC is extra help at the beginning of the game. Got it. Lighthouse Keeper emerges from the dark forest that flanks the town. She walks towards the dock with a confused look on her face. Oh, it's you. Who are you expecting? And it sounds like, I'm sorry, I mistook it for the vessel of an old friend. Dejected, she turns back towards the lighthouse. Okay, well, whatever, bitch. All right, so now we can sell this and this, and we can get the flexible fishing pole now. Right, I have to like click. And now I can do all that without having extra crap in my inventory. All right. Yeah, it's got a bit of a Don't Starve vibe. But also Disco Elysium for some reason. Yeah, so far it's kind of nice. It grows on you, you know? At the beginning, I'm like, I don't know, man. But I was willing to give it a shot, and I'm glad I did. It seems neat. Wonder how long it is. Around 16 hours? That's on. That's about as long as I'd want to play this. We're gonna have like 2 slots that I can't do anything with. Neat. Roughly 9 hours according to How Long to Beat. I trust How Long to Beat. I would say it's probably closer to like 11 then, because I usually have to add a couple hours on to whatever it says, because I fuck around and sometimes I just don't get around to shit. Crimson Glow in the sky seems to have gone away. The air feels quieter now. Have you noticed? Yeah. Is this game worth it? That's for every individual person to say, but so far it seems interesting for what it is. I think if you've seen the gameplay and you're like, this is neat, then it's exactly what you think it is. I have one final request for you. As you've seen, some fish around here can develop odd deformities. What do you think happens when a person eats the flesh of one of those mutants? They get sick? Well, perhaps, but I want to know for sure. Bring me a mutant fish. Any will do, but just keep it between us. Yeah, I actually have one of those. Remember, any aberrant fish will suffice. I suspect that they're the same underneath. Fishmonger takes the aberrated fish from you. He clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Yes, this should do nicely. Here's the fish, is what it's worth. Why don't you take these too? Oh, nice, thank you. Hear that? It sounds like the faintest whispering. Listen, silence. Stillness of the room. The fishmonger's hand begins to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please sell me what you need, then leave. I must deal with this creature quickly now. Okay, bye then. Fishmonger slams his door behind you. You hear a heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding across it. All right, well, you're having a normal one. He's probably fucking the fish. I mean, that's the only reasonable thing to expect there. All right. Where am I trying to go and what am I trying? Okay, there's more boats about, and the boats are like evil. Oh. Well, let's just sleep for a bit. Maybe he'll, like, be better in the morning. No. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Hey, have you seen him? What happened to... Oh, no. I guess that's fine. Oh, wow. Steel point. 2 scrap. See, major tournaments in July are already declaring that they're using 10th edition rules. They're not even out yet. I do like the look of the new rules. Like the stratagem that they showed off in the Warcom article yesterday It's just like, oh my god, that's exactly how you should write that. Rumor says June 24th. That's cool. Because unlike right now, where it's just like, here's a wall of fucking text, hope you fucking understand it. Now it's, you know, sectioned out. When do you use this stratagem? Use it in your opponent's movement phase. Who's able to take this ability? Infantry that are in reserve. Like, oh my god. There you go. That's it. That's all I wanted to fucking know. Because then you kind of go down the list on whether or not I can even do this fucking thing right now. You know? So many stratagems are just like, all right, well, yeah, I mean, this is a great strat, but you can't use it right now. Oh, where does it say that? It's like the 5th line? Oh, okay. I don't know, it just seems better. Also reminds me of that train game. I forget the name of it. The one where you're on the set track and you just go around the map and it's the train's fucked up evil and a spider. You have to sneak in there and take its eggs. Choo Choo Charles, thank you. Oh. All right, we're done here. Sea looks a little rougher at night too. That's cool. We can repair it, it's fine. There's a guy chasing us, that's why. Oh my god, you look exhausted. You're not forgetting to get some sleep, are you? I always say, take frequent breaks. It's an important part of being productive. Look, worse for wear. When's the last time you had a good... I know. Everyone's on my dick about this right now. Don't worry about it. Blinding headache today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't call anyway. What can I do for you? Take all this shit? Thanks. Bye. Save and quit. Perfect. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go feed the cats and get things set up for my wife for when she gets home. So that way she can just, you know, chill. I hope you guys had a good time. It was fun? Okay, good. We'll see if we come back to this or not. I'm gonna see how it does on After Hours as well. But it was a good game, you know? Like, it took a minute to get going, but I was like, I'm gonna wait until tutorial shit's out of the way. And then we might actually be somewhere, you know? All right. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with probably Pokemon. Just a little bit of comfy horror for you guys. It's kind of my jam. See you guys tomorrow. Brr.